Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the Bighorn infrared gas grill right after this.
He's a bad beast on that barbecue, on the grill or the smoker, he knows just what to do. He's a bad beast on that barbecue.
All right guys, so like I mentioned before the introduction, man, this is the Bighorn infrared gas grill, okay? This little grill here was sent to us by the Bighorn company. It is one of their ovens that can cook up to 1500 degrees, okay? We've already unboxed it and I'm gonna go through the assembly with you, okay? If you look on the user's manuals, there's two different versions. You know, there's the 217008, which is what we have. Then they have a 21707, which is like half as wide as this, okay? So I've unboxed all the pieces here. I'll show you what came in the box, all right? So we have the grease pan here. This pan here catches the grease on the bottom. And then this here is the grease deflector, okay? It sits in here in the bottom so that the grease can go left and right and that won't cause any unnecessary flare-ups, all right? We have the side shelving panels here. So these go on each side of the interior of the infrared gas grill, okay? And then you can adjust your shelving as need be, depending on how fast you want to cook or how far away or close you want your food to the flame, all right? And then these are our shelves. They came with two of these, okay? And it came with a handle. In order to be able to handle these hot shelves, you know, you can use this, stick it in there and pull it in and out of your infrared gas grill, right? And then we have this piece here, which is the shelf that goes in the front of the gas grill, okay, to extend it, to be able to hold your shelving. You come in and out in order to season or test temperatures or what have you, okay? It also comes with a pizza stone, okay? So we won't be using the pizza stone today, but it comes with a square pizza stone. So if you want to do a little pizza action on here, they give you this in order to be able to do that, all right? So that's all the parts. We have the knob here that goes on. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy assembled, and then we're gonna go ahead and do a little cooking on it later, okay? We'll talk about some of its capabilities. All right, guys, so we're gonna install this strictly by the instructions, step by step. So we're gonna put in our grill supports first. As you can see, they got 4 holes here, and so they fit on these pegs here on each side. Let's see if we can get these on here. All right, so both of the grill grate supports are in there. All right, next, guys, we're gonna put in the shelving. All right, so it sits right on top of these 2 screws right here, like such, okay? Okay, so next thing we're gonna do, guys, we'll put in the grease pan and the deflector that goes down here. And finally, we put our shelves in. So we're gonna stick one shelf here, make sure I'm on the right level for each side, so they will be level. We'll stick one up here. All right, so that's the assembly for the interior. Let's go ahead to the back and get the other parts set up. Okay, so this is a match holder that comes with the unit. Okay, so we're going to attach this to the side. This is to be used in case you can't get the electronic ignition to light the grill. You can use this by putting a match into this circular portion here, lighting the match and then holding it close to the burners on the inside, and that will light your grill. So this goes right here. So you need a Phillips screwdriver. You're going to remove this. And there's a little ring on the end here. We'll put the screw into the ring, and we will attach this back to the grill. Okay, so that's not going anywhere, and we just hang it off the back. That way you won't be looking for it when you need it. Okay, so we're at the final steps of our assembly. So this is our gas control knob, goes here, and it's already set. It's got a flat end and a half circle set, so it's easy to figure out, like so. Okay, and then we have to put a battery in here. Okay, so we went and got our AAA battery. You just unscrew this. Okay, stick your AAA battery in as such. Put the spring around. All right, and we're good to go. Okay. All right, guys. So since I have the Bighorn sitting on a plastic table, and it's the first time I'm using it, I'm not sure how hot the feet or the body is going to get, so I don't want to melt into my brother-in-law's table. Okay, so the instructions say you need to have this sitting on some type of metal or some type of non-flammable surface. So the best that I could come up with currently is he has some of these large baking sheets here. So we took one of them, we turned it upside down. As you can see on the side here, it is propping up the Bighorn infrared grill. Okay, so we're hoping that that will keep it from damaging the table surface. Okay, so let's go ahead and connect the propane, and let's go ahead and get this fired up for the first time. So here's our regulator connection for our 20-pound propane tank. So we'll go ahead and connect this. We got it tight in there. We're gonna open this up. And we're going to put our soapy solution around our connections to make sure that nothing bubbles up when we have any leaks or anything. Okay, so this is a solution of water and Dawn dish washing detergent. Okay. All right, so we're gonna wait a minute and we're gonna see what we get. Okay. All right, guys, so it's been a minute. We don't have any bubbles, so we got a nice tight seal. So we'll go ahead and wipe off this excess soapy mixture here, and we'll see if we can get this bad boy lit up. Let's go to the front of the grill.
There it goes.
All right, guys, so we have got the Bighorn ignited, and there's some heat coming out of it. I got it set on high. Okay, and the instructions said it has to burn for about 20 minutes to burn out all the manufacturing oils and substances on the inside. Okay, I pulled the racks out so that they wouldn't be overly hot. We'll go ahead and wash those in the sink with some Dawn dishwashing liquid and some water and stuff. And then once it burns in, and then we will shut it down, let it cool down, and we'll ignite it again later, and we'll test it out with a couple of steaks. So hang around, don't go nowhere, and we'll see how fast this Bighorn can cook us up a couple of steaks. All right, guys, so we've completed our burn in. We let it burn in for about 20 to 30 minutes on high. You can smell all of the manufacturing oils coming off of it, and how normal metal appliances pop and stretch and bend when they're going through their initial burn in. So we let that go for about 30 minutes. We shut it down, let it cool off, and now we're going to do our first steak on here. Okay, so right now it is heating up. I got it on high, and I just want to give you a few pointers. Okay, so this thing here, even though we have it sitting on an upside down baking tray to keep from directly being on this plastic surface here, the surrounding heat is really intense. I mean, right now I'm standing next to it, and it's kind of hard to even stand next to it. The plastic table became kind of really hot and maybe almost slightly pliable. Okay, so I have a stone table back home that I'm going to be using to place this on, so there won't be any danger of setting something on fire or melting something. But if you get this, just make sure you put it upon something that is definitely not flammable or plastic, or can cause you some type of damage, because the heat coming off of this is really intense. Okay, so that's about it. So let's go ahead and get our first steak in the cooker. Okay, guys, so we got a small ribeye here. It's nothing thick and everything, so it shouldn't be in there too long. All right, I can't guarantee we're gonna have the perfect steak when we come out, but we're definitely gonna see how fast this bad boy can cook. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put it on our shelf here, or on our cooking grate. Okay, So we got our tongs. Now, I didn't put any oil or anything on here, and I'm gonna put it on one side because the way the ceramic is set up on the inside. All right. We got it all hooked up, and we're gonna go ahead and go in. I'm gonna go in on the third shelf from the top because I don't know how fast this cooks, and I'm learning. So there we go. And see if we can get you guys a close up. See if we can get you guys a close up of what's going on in here. All right, we'll come back in a few minutes and we'll flip it over. All right, guys, so we've had this in here for about 2 minutes now. Let's go ahead and hit the temperature right quick before I flip it over. So it's at 104 degrees. So, you know, we're shooting for 125, 127. So let's go ahead and flip it over. I'm gonna raise it up a little bit. We can go to the second level. And we'll give it another couple minutes and see what we get. All right, we're gonna check the temperature. It's been in here for a couple of minutes on the second level. 125, 123. I'm gonna take a chance and flip it over one more time and give it a couple 60 seconds. All right, here we go. We're gonna pull it out. New nice crust on it. Let's hit it with the temp gauge. 134, not bad. Medium rare range, medium rare range. So we'll take it out and we're gonna let it rest. All right, guys, so we let it rest for a few minutes. And the only thing that we seasoned it with was basic kosher salt because the black pepper will burn. So you'll have to learn to season these steaks after they come out of the intensive heat. So we're gonna go ahead and cut into this and see what we got. Yep, that's definitely how I like mine. That's technically medium rare. I don't know if you can see that from there, but it is definitely red on the inside, pink on the inside, juicy. And let's have a taste. The steak is really good. It's got some areas that are real crusty. Remember, this was a thin steak, so I couldn't leave it in there too long or it would have been well done, okay? So the thicker the steak you have, then the longer you can keep it in there. And then you just have to learn how to adjust the height of the shelves to cook the steak where you want it. Later on tonight, we have several steaks to cook for family members coming over. We got some salmon we're gonna put in there. So we're definitely gonna put this through its paces, okay? So, well, that's about it. I wanna thank the folks out at Bighorn for sending us this. This is gonna get a lot of use, okay? There will be an affiliate link down in the description block, okay? I have not completed the setup yet for the affiliate link, but by the time this video releases, there'll be the affiliate link down in the description block where you guys can link in and get the Bighorn, and there's supposed to be some type of viewer discount. So I'll put all that down in the description block, okay? And that's about it. So, hey, like we always say, where there's smoke, there's fire. If it's fire, then damn it, there just might be a barbecue there or a Bighorn burning up some steaks for your next cookout. Hey, we'll see you guys in the next video.